What's going on, y'all? Grand Lotus MTG here. Want to do a quick video. Couple updates. Woke up this morning. It's Tuesday morning, and had 20 orders, which is basically insane for my business. Usually, the middle of the week is really slow. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday being our slowest days of the week, typically by far. There's times I've had 0 orders on those days. So the fact that we just got like a mountain of orders, it's like, man, okay, we're picking up steam. We're picking up steam. I spent some time the last few days kind of lowering some of my prices. I actually lowered the floor price on my commons and uncommons from 12 cents on the commons down to 10 cents, and from 15 cents on the uncommons down to 10 cents, because I was just noticing my kind of bulk cards are just not really doing anything, and I want to kind of get them going, get those cards out of there, get some money in my pocket to buy more cards. So but the point of this video is I actually want to talk about some things I've learned over the last couple months about Magic the Gathering finance. And that also goes into just general finance of investing, stocks, and stuff like that. Crypto, I've done a little bit of that in the past. Haven't had much luck with either of those because every time I buy something, they seem to just go down immediately and then take forever to get back to where I bought in at. So, with Magic the Gathering Finance, I've been spending a lot of time, as I'm packing orders and stuff. I'll just like watch some different YouTube videos and see what the other people that are, already doing the same exact thing I'm doing with the TCG business. But they're years and years ahead of me. They've been in this game for a long time. So I'm trying to learn from people that have already walked in the path that I'm going, and they're way ahead of me. So, basically the point of this video is rule number one that I have learned of MTG Finance is trust no one. Do not believe what you hear. Do not believe what people are telling you on these YouTube videos and stuff. Be extremely careful with your money, and do your research and really be confident in the decisions you're making if you're looking to invest some money into cardboard. And specifically, I'm going to give you a couple examples of what I mean by that. This is a speculative market. Prices go up, prices go down. It can be very hard to predict. And so example number one is I was watching a YouTuber that I've been liking that posts pretty much daily about Magic the Gathering Finance. He's been on TCG Player a couple years now. And he posted a video a month back saying, or no, just maybe a couple, 3 to 4 weeks ago, saying that the Lord of the Rings commander decks were a great thing to buy, break them down and sell the singles, because he had done all the math, and you buy it at like $250 and you sell all the singles out of there that are worth like 50 cents or more, and you end up getting like $350 back after fees and shipping and everything. So, great. You're getting 50% profit margin basically. If you spent that, you get that much back. And after watching the video, I did a little research and was like, okay, that seems fair. So I bought the Lord of the Rings Commander deck set, 4 decks, and they took a week and a half to get to my house. I just bought them off TCG Player at market price, and basically, by the time that those decks arrived and I started breaking them down and getting them listed up on TCG Player, that same guy, I was watching a new video, and guess what? His video is about how the prices on Lord of the Rings Commander decks and the singles inside them have tanked because there was a recent reprint of those decks. And so tons of people are running out and guess what? Buying them to break down to put on TCG players. So, right as I'm getting my decks and loading them onto TCG player, the next video, so video 1 is, hey, go buy this product. Video 2 is, hey, look, the prices are tanking on that product. And it's now, more like you might make a little bit of money, but not a whole lot. So that was kind of funny. I think it was still a good investment because of the fact that I'm generating business, I'm generating customers. I will, even though the singles prices are falling, I think, I'm not going to lose money, basically. Um, so that's fine. And I'm just getting a lot of sales from these. These are popular commander cards. So I'm just getting a lot of sales. And it's like, okay, it doesn't hurt my business to churn through. And even if I'm, instead of making $100 or $150 total, maybe I'll make $50 in profit or something. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Not a problem. I'm expanding my inventory. I'm getting volume of sales. So that's cool. So I don't feel like I got like screwed or anything, but man, pretty funny there. And then example number 2, I was watching another guy who runs an LGS and has online sales. Uh, about maybe around the same time frame, week and a half ago, and it was all about how collector booster boxes are going insane. So his whole video was, all these graphs that are just like do 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 do, and it's like he's going through box after box after box, Bloomborough and Outlaws of Thunder Junction and Phyrexia LB1 and even Strixhaven, which hadn't been doing much, and for a long time a lot of these boxes were like fairly flat or just kind of growing very slowly, but over the last year every single one, and he listed numerous different collector booster boxes um, that were going dramatically up in price, from like the 200s per box, all of a sudden now they're 400 per box. They're the ones that were 400 a box are now 800 a box. How insane these, this graphs are just like every single box that he listed of like 10 different boxes in the last year have like either doubled or somewhere close to doubled, and it's just like, wow, the market is exploding. Oh my god, collector booster boxes are the best thing ever. You got to get in there. And me personally, my business is not at the point where I can dump thousands of dollars into boxes and then just sit on them for a year or two. That doesn't make sense for me. I'm more into the buy singles to sell them quickly to get the money back to buy more kind of phase of my business. So I don't have the money to just like invest, thousands of dollars in these boxes and then just put them on the shelf and just be like, all right, I'll see what you do in a year. I'm not there, but I was interested in the video, so I watched the video. And then this morning, this is what kind of triggered me making this video. This morning I look, and his newest video is how collector booster boxes are tanking and it's better to buy singles. So the exact opposite. I'm like, wow. Wow. The video from, not even 2 weeks ago is how every collector booster box is the most insane investment you can make, and they're all doubling in price and they're all amazing, and you should just go, and I'm not putting words in their mouth saying that they told you to buy or anything, but if you were to watch that video, you would be wanting to buy collector booster boxes. And if you had thousands of dollars sitting around, you would be thinking, boy, in a year I could double my money. That would be amazing. And then today's video is like, don't buy collector booster boxes. They're crashing. They're tanking. The market is going crazy. Is just downward. Everything's falling. And don't buy these. The market has switched back to singles. Don't buy collector boxes. So that is just, I'm going to wrap it up here. So rule number 1 of Magic the Gathering Finance: trust no one. Do your own research and really be confident. Because if you kind of FOMO in and you see one of these videos, it's like, oh boy, here's all these graphs and here's all this data and stuff. It's like, yeah, and those may be true, but guess what? Their video next week might be like, don't buy that exact same thing because it's tanking and the market is shifted. And it's like, yeah, if you're going to invest, be confident in what you're dealing with. And if something spikes up really fast, there is a good chance it might stabilize and go right back down to where it was. So don't jump in. And if you do buy something in the Magic the Gathering realm, like a collector booster box, my advice is don't expect to be selling it right away, right? I mean, that's like a long-term investment that you need to be able to be like, hey, I don't care what happens with the price. If it goes down, I don't care. I'm holding it. If it goes up, you know, set your price point. Like, if you bought that booster box at 400, say, hey, I'm not selling till this thing's like 700 or 600 or whatever your number is. And then don't freak out if prices tank on it. Just be like, yeah, don't care. I'm gonna wait. If it takes a year, it takes 2 years, whatever. So, all right. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I've got some new draft videos up on YouTube. And if you have had any positive or negative experiences with Magic the Gathering Finance, please shoot me a comment. Or if you've got a particular streamer or content creator that you would recommend, I'm always looking for new stuff to watch. So send me a comment and let me know. All right, thanks for watching. Take care.